Okay, welcome back to Grounding Gods. It's so wonderful to have you here. Let us see what Divine Spirit wants to talk to us about today. All right, they only have 4 decks of cards, but I learned from before they had only pulled 3 decks and it was just as long as the other reading. So you never know. We'll see what they want as this continues. First deck is the Oracle of the Trees. Okay. Okay. Let's see what they want. 5. Okay. Okay. 3, 4, and 5. Okay. And that is the first deck. The second deck is the Ethereal Visions Illuminated Tarot. That's over here. Is there something here? Yes. Something here? No. Okay. Why did they pull that out? For what reason? Okay. All right. Must have been an important card. Do you remember that? Okay. Finally, 5. Okay. That's 1 already. Okay. I think there's one more. That's 2. 1. Yes. All right. Make sure I did that correctly. Yes. Okay. Then the third deck of cards, which I have not used in a while, and I so love this deck, is the Guardian Angel Reading Cards by Debbie Malone. Yes, I was thrilled to see it, but it was funny because when I took this and then they had told me 4 decks and I asked for the 4th deck and the crystal one came up, and when I laid them on the table I said, oh yeah, grounding gods, right? The divine and then the deep earth energies. I hadn't picked the crystals yet for the reading, and this is what they picked. And when I saw this, I said, of course, the guardian angels. But then they picked this massive piece of jasper, red jasper, which I meditate with. It's wonderful for grounding. And I thought, oh, okay, maybe there is something they want to talk about in that respect. But like I said, you never know. So I shouldn't, that's just my, if I was going to take bets, which I'm not a betting girl, but if I was, that would be it. And we'll see. We'll see. We'll see. Maybe they just like the crystal combination. All right. 5. Okay. That's another 5. Okay. And one more. Boy, they're really fast tonight. Nope. That one. Okay. Okay. And the 4th and last deck for this evening is the crystal deck, which they have been using. I mean, they have been all over me to use crystals on the table this week. And I love my crystals. And I feel like I've been neglecting them or something. That they're like, I want to be in the reading. Okay. All right. Oh, yep. Nope. Okay. So what else do I want? 5. Okay, so that was 4. So that's 1 more. Okay. Oh, and there she is. There she blows. All right, so this one's from Judy Hall. Actually, I was reading a book from her yesterday. All right, angels. Okay, they will sit there until we are done here. Okay, so they asked me to do that, and then that. All right. It's the time of reckoning. Let's see. Let's see. The peach tree, 22. I think I was saying earlier how many master numbers I've been seeing this week. I don't know, maybe it has to do with just the channel and finally getting it up and running. The Judas tree. Ooh. Okay, the Judas tree. Okay, and I don't want to read. I just want to lay out and then we'll read it all together. The weeping willow. I had a beautiful weeping willow in my yard as a young child, which I loved. The hollow tree, which actually was in the last reading. Okay. The tree of porphyry. Okay. So these are the, okay, so that's not as they want it. Maybe they want columns. Let's see. All right. All right. Then the world card. C'est magnifique. Oh, yes. And she even has, like in most of the world cards, you have, it's depicting the 4 royal stars, which is depicting Virgo, Taurus, the constellations, higher octave of Scorpio, and Leo. Right? It's funny because I'm debuting my daily horoscope tomorrow on this channel, my new playlist, and so that's interesting that they came out. All right, and then the 7 of Swords. This is also 5. Okay, so the Queen of Pentacles. I'm going to put these two together like the crystals. The Ace of Swords and the 2 of Swords. Okay. Now here come the angels. The angel of new beginnings. All right. Talk to me. 5. Wow. Okay. I thought they were different. It's quadruple 5s. And I have, like I said, I have been seeing 5s everywhere. It's just, okay. I don't want to be redundant. Angel of adventure. And this is also, oh, this is 22. That is 22. And this, the world card, is also 22. So this entire column is 22. Oh, I'm getting very excited. This is going to be a great, great reading. Come on, Spirit. Give it to us. Angel of happiness. Yes. When I was a little girl, everyone, people would come visit, relatives or friends of my parents and such. Angel of determination. And when you're little, and I have an older brother and sister, siblings, people always ask you, they have nothing else to say. They say, oh, what do you want to be when you grow up? So my brother would always say, I'm going to be a doctor, which he became. Angel of positivity. And then this is their summation. So I'm just going to lay it out very quickly because I'll tell you what it means when we get to that. Okay, so are we going to have a problem here, guys? Okay, I'll put them in between because they will be talking. They will be pulling them all together. Okay, so that's rhodozite, malachite, rhodochrosite, which it's interesting. They've used this earlier this week again. So there is definitely an energy of the week, which is very interesting. Lapis lazuli. Ooh, I love lapis lazuli. I was in Russia many, many years ago, and they had huge vases at the palaces made out of, if you could imagine, lapis lazuli. Smoky quartz celestial. So here we're going back to the, I should have put this here. Sorry. I'm going to do this very quickly. Come on, Sophia. I think I'm just at the border here. So I'm going to have to go like that. And this will stay inside this boundary. That is just at the end there. Okay, where do you want to be? I'm going to put you here. No, I'm going to put you here. And then I'm going to put these two here. Okay, so that's good. I think that's what they want. Oh, no. That's not the right order. It's this and then this. Okay, so to just finish up, what was I talking about? Oh, Angel of Happiness. Okay, so people would come and say, what do you want to be? My brother wanted to be a doctor. Yes. Okay. And then my sister always wanted to be a veterinarian, and God bless her, she fell in love, got married, and that dream had to be put to the side when the children came. And but she went back to school, became a nurse, and then years later finished her. She's a nurse practitioner now. She went back and got her nurse practitioners, and so she kind of went along her original path. But myself, when anyone ever asked me as a little child what I wanted to be, I always said happy. And they used to laugh because I was the youngest. They thought I was so silly. But actually, that has always been my, fine-tuning my life so that it's not a momentary thing, but yet something that is a mainstay in my life, which it is today. So that's lovely. So all three of us followed our hearts. Okay, so get to the reading because we're here for you, not for me. All right, I think this lineup is good. I'm feeling that this is gonna speak to whatever it is they want to tell us. So give me 1 second. Let me just think about this for a second. The peach tree. Let's start with their preface. The peach tree. Come on. So we have a goddess. And she's with a tree in bloom. And there's blooms all around her on this cloud. And she's moving forward in life. There's mountains behind her. And we know it's a master builder number. Okay, so we have to start with that. And then we see Judas. Well, we all know who Judas is, right? So there's something going on here. This card is a card of good omen. And this card is the exact opposite. It's interesting, they both have the same color blooms. Now, the peach tree tends to signify usually a love connection, and obviously a very blessed one. It's when I see these peaches, it's basically I don't know this what was it? Ripe for the picking was what came to mind. And the mountains, of course, are about structures that are built long term. And over here we have a spilled coin purse. And there's a black cat. There's a black cat on a broken gate into a city in the distance. Behind this beautiful tree. Broken gate. All right. So obviously, there is a blessing and kind of I don't want to say the CURSE word, but yeah, there's definitely some energy that is very much against this blessing. And then we go into the Weeping Willow. And I would say this is probably some sort of relationship because this is really the only thing this card means is a blessed relationship, other than it can mean, a blessed home with a blessed environment, with a beautiful environment, very healthy, very strong relationship, and a very healthy home. I know that might sound strange, a healthy home versus a big home or whatever, but a healthy home just means a harmonic. The environment is very aesthetic and beautiful. The energy is very clean and uplifting. Okay, so, and it's interesting. This must be, well, this area, the Judas Strait, this area of the world is in a lot of strife and is very torn right now, a lot of war. So we're depicting two different homes. It could be two different homes, one that is very a healthy home and a very unstable home as well. So let's see what Spirit is trying to tell us here. Okay, so there's our preface. They've come right to the center now. And we have a weeping willow. Oh, and that's interesting because there's a magnificent castle up here on a hill, just which I'm thinking is harking back to the hills we have here. And yeah, master builder would have to do with building as well on many different levels, but also homes. And then at the bottom of the hill, we have a weeping willow on a lake. And weeping willows, I said earlier that I had one in my yard when I was a child, in one of the houses we lived in. And this weeping willows, you have to be very careful where you plant them, because they need so much sustenance, so much water, so much sustenance, that they can actually kill off other plants around them, because there isn't enough water basically to go around. And this is very odd, because I don't hear the flamingos. I mean, I'm not an expert in flamingos, but I have lived in the southern regions where flamingos are native. I've never seen willow trees there. Willow trees are kind of from the north, so I mean, this might be a particular type of flamingo that lives in the north. I'm not sure, but there could also be, there's definitely something about homes or families or something, and maybe one doing really well and one not doing so well. Or one, kind of that vampire energy where it's kind of hunched over like a vampire, but where one is kind of sucking the energy or the life out of someone or another group. It's very vampiric, very parasitic in a way. Even though I always love that tree. Sorry tree. Beautiful tree. Anyway, then we go to the hollow tree, which is about spirituality. I mean, we have in wisdom, spiritual wisdom, because we have this old tree. It has two openings. It has like a well, a spring coming up from its roots, and the wisdom that brings. I find it interesting that the owl is only showing half its face, as if it's hiding. But I'm sure the fact that I just noticed that, the meaning will come clearer in a moment. And this is Porphyry. These are all, Aristotle, Porphyry, Corpo, Boethius, so in Latin. Well, these are all philosophers. Oh, and look at that. There's a spring or a well down here. Oh, and this is also a tree. I don't think it's the tree of life, or maybe it's the tree of knowledge. Is there a snake? There is a snake. Okay. And Judas is thought of as a snake. Okay, so I'm feeling that this might be two friends or maybe frenemies going on here. And I'm thinking this column is one and this column is the other. And this is kind of the central what's going on. Okay, so let's continue and see if this starts to come together. And it's interesting how, oh, maybe one is elevated and one is base. Okay. All right, come on, Spirit. All right, so the world card is, I'm sorry, it's actually number 21. I said it's 22, 22, and I said 20, 22, but it actually is 21. Anyway, yes, going back to the idea of a relationship, it could be that someone is in a very blessed relationship and that the partner, ripe for the picking, the partner is blessed in many, many ways, is very balanced, is very harmonic, very, enlightened, spiritual type of person. And since these four constellations form a cross, so they have a very solid foundation as well. Now, we don't say that in astrology, but here, this is what this is depicting, like a square. It's a solid. This person has a solid base. I mean, she's basically being depicted here, kind of like a tree, right? Being rooted, and then she's just blossoming like this, ripe for the picking. But yet, if this is two different, one enlightened and one base friend, and this, look, that goes with the crystal. It's the same color as the red jasper. Sorry, red jasper, for calling you base. But you are of the lower energies, the root chakra. Anyway, this person, I mean, look how he's staring at her. It could be that he's very jealous, or she. This could be a she and this could be a he, or so on and so forth. This person is being deceptive. This is someone very close to you, like Judas. This is basically a warning. Spirit's giving a warning here. There is someone very close to you, very close to your home, very close to your family, very close to your loved one. And this person does not have your best interest in mind. They are unbalanced. You see how one leg is up? They're not solid. They don't have a solid foundation. They could even be imbalanced mentally. They have dropped two swords on the ground. When swords are up like this, that means connection to spirit. When they're down, it means grounding. But these are actually dropped on the ground, so it's neither. And they're closer to the lower energies. None of these 7 swords are pointing up, and 4 are going, I mean, they could actually be piercing him if you followed those lines. Look at this sword. It goes here. I mean, where is that sword going? Right? I mean, these might go straight in, but that sword would still, if you measured these swords, I mean, this sword would be in his leg and maybe his thigh, his groin, and yeah, which it's piercing his root chakra. So this person is neither connected to the upper dimensions, nor is the connection to the lower dimension healthy. I mean, they really are a Judas. This really is a warning. Okay, so what is, yeah, look. This is the Queen of Pentacles. So she is a queen. So she's loving and kind, but she's also, she's abundant in all ways. And she is secure, yes, secure not only financially, but also secure, like the security a mother would give to a family. Oh, this could be that not only, okay, not maybe you're getting married with this blessing. Maybe you've recently married, and maybe your partner is pregnant. And this friend is beyond, they are not okay. Maybe this is someone you've been very close to for a long time, and they were they were kind of a parasitic friend, but maybe you didn't notice that before. I don't know if you're noticing this now, but the Weeping Willow, this is someone playing the victim. They're playing the victim, and they could be a bit of an energy vampire where they need your attention. And now they're acting in ways deceptive and manipulative. I can do this. I can say it. Manipulative ways to hurt you. But also like a naughty child. Sometimes people with this who are that are not very evolved, to them, bad attention is better than no attention at all. It's interesting. And concerning. So we go here. Okay, yes. This is, okay, it's all coming together. Okay, so you have been connecting or working on connecting to your higher self. You're working spiritually, or maybe you're religious, or whatever it may be. But you've been working on being a better person. Better thoughts, right? You're working on having better thoughts. This person is not having good thoughts. I wouldn't even want to know what their thoughts are. So anyway, and this has brought you blessings. This is probably what has brought you this partner. And this long-term, and this blessed partnership is, oh, look at the mountains. There's mountains throughout here. So yes, it's a very stable relationship. But this has come from, oh, look at how the wreaths, yes, look at this. Look at how those are mirroring. It's been your thoughts that manifested this relationship. Your positive way of being. I mean, maybe at one time you were more like your friend, but maybe not. But you have definitely, look at this. Look how that goes together. I mean, this new way of being, this new way of thinking, this new connection, or this desire to be a better person has basically, look at how it's like kind of put this energy is pushing up this wellspring within this tree. Oh, and then maybe that's why you're looking one eye. Maybe this friend, it makes you feel uncomfortable about this part of yourself. Maybe they're also jealous about that. Because you seem shy to acknowledge this to the outer world. Very sad. Well, don't worry. Spirit, I'm sure, will have something to say. Okay, so how to deal with this situation. So yes, so this is this person. Look how small their well is compared to yours. And they're not, so they're using too much their intellect, right? This is all about great thinkers. But yet, this person is not connected. There's a moon here, but she's not connecting with the swords. So this person, again, is, yeah, they're not really connecting properly with their intellect. So there are toxic thoughts here. You know, they're not connecting to the intellect here. This isn't straight up. And yeah, it's not grounded, and it's not to spirit. Yeah, there could be that they need therapy or something or whatever. I mean, it's not a spirit, you know, if you're on the right path, you don't really, the therapy isn't really needed, but in chronic cases, sometimes it is needed. Okay, so, which is bringing us, I did this angel. Okay, so to angel of new beginnings. Yes. Okay, so this is someone from your past that has been very close to you or your family. And even if you didn't know it, kind of looked up to you, or, you know, it was kind of codependent on you. And you have a new beginning. You're taking the hand of this blessed being, right? And you're moving forward. You're moving forward. You're moving out. I mean, I guess this could also be a sibling, some sort of sibling rivalry. And there's blessing. Look at all of the doves. This is completely blessed. And again, this is the double 22. So we have 2222 here. And look at all the stonework. This is a blessed union that is extremely strong. And yeah, you cannot let, I guess what Spirit's trying to say is you can't allow whatever toxic thoughts are going on with this person, or their demeanor or their actions or whatever, this person's very imbalanced, to jeopardize this in any way. So what are they going to say? How are they going to tell you? I'm going to move these down for a minute while I go through this so I can pick up the cards. And this has to do with new beginnings. Oh, this also has to do with positive thought. So, yes, I think they're concerned. Because you see here, there's like a little bit of shadow here underneath this archway. I feel that at this moment, you're entering into... Yeah, you're allowing this person to kind of... How should I say? Look at all this white. They're kind of, and this, they're putting a damper on, or putting a shadow, I'm not so keen of using that word, on your moment. This is your moment, you and your partner's, and it could be a wedding. Look at this. It looks a bit like a wedding. And this one wants the limelight. They need the attention from you. And they're really, I mean, I hate to, it's not nice to use the word hate, but it really, if it's not hate, it's extreme jealousy or envy, or, and they're ready to do what it takes to cut this person out. They think they can. I mean, Spirit's here to tell you that's not going to happen. But, they're also here to tell you to be careful. So, Angel of Adventure. I guess what Spirit is trying to tell you is that this is all about joy. It's like that child, like, oh, here we go with the child. So there could be, for some people, maybe you have a partner, maybe there's a wedding, maybe you're a little further along, maybe there's a child, right? But it's saying that you need to stay connected to this joy at this time. That is the way to deflect this this person's energy, because you have to be really, really careful with people like this, because thoughts are energy. And when you have someone who is obsessed, who's thinking negative things about you or your partner, right? Or, maybe even lusting after them, or just jealous for how beautiful your life is. Those can affect you. These thoughts can affect you. So unfortunate, but it's just the way the universe works. So this is telling you have to keep your energy high. Yeah, there's like little angel feathers falling through here. You have to keep your energy high. And you know what? I have to, now that I'm sitting here thinking about this, these are all guardian angel cards, and Spirit was talking about to someone a video or two back about connecting with their guardian angel, and it was a very strong message. And there it is again. So I'm, obviously I'm just getting these videos up now on my channel, so I'm not going to do an guardian angel video for a while probably. But honestly, it's not that complicated. If you just tell you quickly, if you have a hard time connecting to angels, always ask for Sandalphon. there is. Always ask for Archangel Sandalphon. First, Archangel Sandalphon is very close to the earth vibration. And he, well, I shouldn't use that gender terms with angels, but Archangel Sandalphon can connect you to any, archangel or your guardian angels, or something like that. So you just ask, and they are always, always ready to serve. And just remember to say thank you, and always be gracious and be grateful when they do help you. So that's really as easy. It's really that easy. Okay. They're just basically they're sitting there waiting for you to contact them, your guardian angels. Okay, so yes, so it's all about higher vibration, and the need to keep the joy, keep your joy, keep your laughter. And when you see this person smile, even if you've already started thinking about this and you're feeling uneasy, and that's probably why there's like a discoloring now to your energy. Just smile, and don't smile with a smirk like something they don't know. Don't lower yourself. Just smile from your heart, because they were a friend at one time, right? And you probably still care about them. Smile at your heart, because that is the best way. Just keep the energy up. And, if you need to be around them, make sure you're doing things that bring laughter. Like if they want to watch a movie, make sure you watch a comedy, or, whatever makes the two of you laugh. Make sure there's lots of laughter, because that will also raise their vibration. Yeah. And look, it's all about happiness. So look at this union. This is a happy union. So, and it is very connected. Both of you, maybe you met this person while you were working on yourself. I mean, that could be, but both of you have been working hard on this, and you've worked hard for your happiness. Like I said at the very beginning, when I was talking about that, people when I was a kid used to ask me, and I always said what I wanted to be, and I always said, oh, I want to be happy. It takes a lot of work to get to a point where it's not work. So don't give that to anyone. This person has to do their own work. And this, well, since the crystal is right here and it's really screaming to me, I'll just mention this real quick because it's already starting. It's starting the summary. Rhodochrosite is basically for your heart chakra. This is to cleanse out any form of, yeah, it's for releasing resentment from your heart. And with that, it creates well-being. So you have started to resent. So you do know in your heart of hearts, right? In your heart, you know that something is amiss here. So you need to release that resentment so you can, because you're resenting the fact that they're trying to put a damper on this blessed period of your life, which you've worked for and you earned and you manifested this. Angel of Determination. Angel of Determination, again, it could signify her, but I think this is your column, and but you're being hesitant. Oh, but this it's not about money. It is about abundance, but it's about being abundant in, your connection so that this doesn't happen, so that when somebody behaves like this, you aren't feeling upset. You're not losing your balance like they are, which is what they want to do. It's the honest thing about negative energy. It's kind of like, junk food or any kind of things that are bad for us. Even though you work very hard to stay in a positive, with a positive outlook, when somebody around you is very, very negative, it has an effect. It's very hard to keep that negative energy at bay. So this is talking about determination, and this is a good way to connect with your guardian angel. You can ask your guardian angel to help you with this. I mean, again, if you should be able to feel your guardian angel. Now, all of us are different how we connect, but remember, it's energy. So you might feel your guardian angel touch you. Depends what sense, what is your strongest sense. You could smell your guardian angel. And don't worry, it always smells it would be like a floral or a perfume of something that shouldn't be in your space. It can be an energetic sensation or pulse, or almost like an electric shock. You can feel tingling in different chakras, usually your higher chakras. Anyway, you will feel the energy dependent on who you are, and this is another video. I don't want this to go on too long. Anyway, so you can ask Sandalphon, if you can't connect right away, to connect you to your guardian angel. Oh yeah, and they're saying yes. Okay, so they really want you to try this. Now you sit in meditation, right? Sit in meditation. Don't be blocked. Be open to this, and ask for Archangel. However you start your meditation, with a mantra or a prayer, whatever you do, and ask for Archangel Sandalphon to connect you to your guardian angel. Oh yes, they just keep saying yes, yes, yes. Okay, and you can even do this once you get good at it and when you're connected. You can do that when you're in this person's presence. I mean, obviously you're not going to do it out loud. You can just think it to yourself, because they can hear your thoughts. Remember, my speech, I'm talking right now, these are energy waves. Your thoughts are also energy waves. So you don't have to speak, out loud for spirit to respond to you. You can do everything, internally, right? Without this person knowing about it. But this can give you the strength you need to deal with this person at this time. Because again, you see these two people? Yeah, he's putting a damper. He's putting some negative energy. Oh, there's a rainbow. Well, of course, who doesn't love a rainbow? And there's kind of a spiritual light behind the rainbow here. And the two of you, you and your partner, have worked really hard. Not to say that you ever had, but maybe you did. Maybe you both were in a very dark place at some time, and that's what made you decide to, take that journey to, better yourselves and well, you know what I'm talking about. But anyway, but not to let this person bring you back. I mean, these are their backs. They're walking out. So not to let this person bring you down in any way. So let's look at the crystals. And that was the other thing. So since they've been so adamant about these crystals this week, and these two crystals together made me think that not only do they want you to work with your guardian angels, and there they are again, it looks like they also, let me just ask, let me say this. Do you want them to work with? Okay, the guardian angels are stronger. So, but they do say that they do want you to work with crystal energy also. If you have crystals, they can be very expensive. So if you don't have the means to do that at this time, please don't rush out and spend money you need for something else on that. But if you do have, then it's saying that it's not enough time for all these videos. You can buy great books on them, and you can start working with them too. But again, crystals are very much the same as angels. I mean, if you go to a crystal store, or even like the tarot reading, it's just basically connecting and don't think about it. Just allow, walk the store, make sure you have a lot of time. Walk the store, don't be in a rush, and you will see that things will contact you. And again, when you touch a crystal, you should feel a sensation from it if it wants to work with you. Okay, like all of my crystals, they're very strong energies. But again, that has to do with how clean or blocked your chakra and energetic body is. Okay, but that's all for another time. So yes, so guardian angels and crystals, and now let's say what the specific message is. So this has to do with a solid foundation, right? Okay, so rhodozite has to do with helping you have a solid foundation. But it is also about blockages. So it's interesting that it was sitting right here because it's right between these two columns where you are working very hard to start a solid foundation in your life with somebody. And yet this once, or maybe was never really a positive friend, but someone that you used to be very close with, or could still, is trying to block that, is trying to sap your energy, right? And malachite, yes, malachite is all about cleansing toxic energies from the mind, the body, and the soul. And that's what I said about this person. This person is really unbalanced. So, yeah, you really do want to protect yourself from this person. But it's saying that right now, just staying in your power and staying positive should work. It doesn't say until the end here, the end column, that to turn your back. So we'll wait to see what this says to see if that's even in this message. Because I think they really want you to be more, to set an example for this person. But some people, that won't work. So I don't want to send you down the wrong path. So this is lapis lazuli, and lapis lazuli, yes, yes, it's always amazing to me how the layout just underscores everything they're saying. So the lapis lazuli is about connecting with the higher realms. And so it's talking about this situation, about the parasitic friend who is codependent on you, being jealous of what you're building, right? And especially of your partner, and to keep that happiness, you need to get rid of that resentment by stay determined to stay connected to what you have already learned. You've already learned it because you manifested. I said it before. Your work manifested this. Don't let it go for anybody. Nobody. Oh, I'm getting chills everywhere. So yeah, don't let it go for anyone. And then the smoky quartz celestial. What a beautiful. I have a couple of these. Okay, so this is saying, no part of anybody is good is really evil, right? Or bad. So I don't think they want you to turn your back on this person. Embracing your shadow. This is about embracing your shadow. And it's the energy. Oh, yeah. It's the angel of positivity. So that goes back to talking about being a positive example for him, that you two should just move forward, move forward in your lives. And don't let him or her or them, don't let where they are on their path, right? Don't let that make you feel bad or bring you down. And don't be resentful, because, well, actually, there is evil in this world, but that's for another video when Spirit wants to talk about that. But they're saying this person is not that. This person is just unbalanced. And maybe because they've been so codependent on you that they've never really had to grow like you and your partner have grown. Right? This is talking about embracing your shadow, is leading to healing the hidden and darkest reaches of yourself. But this isn't you. This is your determination. And instead of letting this person throw you off, be determined to keep going to where you found your partner, right? And this relationship, because it seems like it has been close, this is going to help them be open to maybe following something similar. And wow, what a blessing. That would be a great blessing also. But I just want to caution, I do know that some people, you can't become imbalanced or blocked because of this person. So I would follow this. But if you feel that you can't keep your balance, if you start having toxic thoughts yourself and you can't get rid of how that's making you feel about them, then I would definitely take some time off. I mean, they are walking out. So I just want to say that. Okay. So anyway, thank you so much, Spirit, for all of this. And, I think this is a very blessed reading. Whatever your relationship is, it must be extremely blessed, because I was just starting to do the reading and I was saying goodnight to my kids and I was closing the curtains and it was snowing outside. It is October. What day is it? October 26th, 7th, something like that. And I am born later in the year. And any year where it has snowed before my birthday has been the following year, because of course I'm at the end of the year. That following year has always been one of the most blessed years of my life. So that was also like this card. This card is all about good omens. So isn't that interesting? So I don't want you to worry about this person. I think Spirit says it's going to be okay, but it's just such a miraculous time for you and your partner right now. And they're just saying, please, please stay in your power, stay on your path, stay determined. This they feel I believe they feel it's going to pass if you just stay on course and just ignore, just smile and laugh and try and have a good time. If you feel overwhelmed, then take a break and then see them later, right? All right, well, whatever this is, I wish you and your partner all the greatest happiness that life can offer. That's really, really a beautiful picture. Okay, bye-bye now. Have a great day, and I'll see you when I do.